Hi everyone, welcome back to Easy Cooking with Linda B. Today I'm going to make for you sweet, salty candy crunch. It is so easy and it is so delicious, and I'm going to show you how I made it. What I have here is 2 cups of mini pretzels, a half a cup of chili cheese corn chips, a half a cup of salted, you don't have to have salted, but salted peanuts. I also have a 1/4 cup of dried cranberries and a 1/4 cup of M&Ms. Now I'll show you how we do this. I'm going to take a plastic bag, put in the pretzels and the corn chips. I'm going to pour into the bag with the pretzels, seal it up, get the air out of it. And now what I want to do is I want to crush them. Not finely, but I want them into just small pieces. Just like that. Now I have my mixing bowl here. Pour those in. Now I'm going to take the peanuts, cranberries, and M&Ms. Pour them all into the bowl. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix them all together. Not all of the pretzels broke up, but that's fine. They're going to look great when they're all assembled. Okay, so now I'm going to take a half a stick of butter, which I cut the butter up into cubes. It just makes it much easier to melt. And while that is melting, I'm going to take my 9x13 baking dish, which I have lined with foil, and I'm going to spray it completely, coat it with a non-stick spray. Like that. Now I'm going to add in a half a cup of packed brown sugar. I'm going to mix it all together and wait for it to come to a boil. Okay, as you can see, the mixture is coming to a boil. What I'm doing is something very similar that you see with saltine bark. This is going to be the glue that will hold the pretzels and the peanuts and everything together. So I'm going to let it boil for a couple of minutes, stirring constantly. Okay, now I'm going to pour the sugar mixture into the large bowl here. And I'm going to mix it well together. You want to coat each piece so that when you put it in your baking dish and bake it, they will all hold together. And it's better to use a rubber spatula for mixing this. And be careful, it's very hot. You don't want to get burned. And pour everything into it. These are very heavy bowls. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread it out into my pan in a single layer. Just want to make sure I have everything touching. Pressing everything together. Okay, now the next thing I will do is I'm going to put it in my 350-degree oven, and I'm going to bake it for about 6 to 8 minutes. Oh, they look great. So there's one more step we need to do. I'm going to take a cup and a half of chocolate bits. These are semi-sweet. You could even do it with white chocolate, dark chocolate, whatever you prefer. I'm going to spread them out a little bit. Now they have to go back into the oven for 1 to 2 minutes so that the chocolate starts to melt, and then when I take them out, I'm going to spread the chocolate evenly over the top. Be right back. Okay, now I've taken them out of the oven. The chocolate is nice and melted. I'm going to spread the melted chocolate on top of the mix here. And if you really want to make them festive, you could put your favorite colored sprinkles on here. Anything. Okay, very good. Now everything's spread out and all set. So now you have a choice. You could either let this cool on your counter for about an hour, or your shortcut in the fridge. And that's where I'm going to put it right now. And then I'll show you how we finish this up. Okay, now the sweet salty candy crunch has now come out of the refrigerator. It looks great. So what I want to do now is I'm going to remove her from the can. I'm going to cover it with some foil, because what I want to do is break this into pieces. And the reason why I'm covering this with some plastic, I just don't want the chocolate to melt all over my hands. It just makes it easier to break. So I'm just going to take the corners. I have my pretty little bowl here. That's what it looks like when it comes out. Oops, sorry about that. So you want to break them into bite-sized pieces. And here's what it looks like, all broken up in pieces. And this will delight everyone, young and old. I hope you enjoyed my video. Stay safe, and by all means, please stay healthy. Bye now.